Hi, so my name is Chris Kerr, and I wanted to take a second to tell you about this brand new company I'm launching, Advantage Business Club. Everybody's got their own idea of what a great new business is, and of course we're really proud of Advantage Business Club. We really do believe this is going to be world-changing. But why do you care? That's kind of the obvious answer, or obvious question. So I'm going to answer as best I can. Advantage Business Club is a club that has so much to offer you in terms of tools, relationships, business opportunities that you just can't ignore it. What do I mean by that? Well, first off, we start with a world-class training platform that sits on our world-class social network. It's a completely seamless, integrated learning management system, social engagement tool, the whole 9 yards. That means that we can help you learn new tools, new skills, new ways of making your life better. Not just the way you do your job, but your life, your professional, and in turn, your personal life. How do we make that better? How do we help you make that better? Let me share a little story from what I was doing last year. 2013, I taught, in this particular case, 16 specific courses in project management. 8 of them were live in person, 8 of them live online. Total of roughly 100 students scattered among the 16 different organizations and companies. All of them asked the same question. And the question basically is this: in their roles, they had their projects, but they also had all this extra work. And oftentimes between the work and the projects, it was so distracting they couldn't really get anything done. And it was overwhelming. And they were all asking, how do you get on top of that workflow so that you can actually be productive? So obviously I asked them in return a clarifying question. Question number 1 was this: when you got hired, you were given a job description. Today, where you work, of that job description, what percentage is what you're actually doing in your job, and what percentage of it is in that other bucket they call other duties? Remarkably, probably 30 to 50% of what they got hired for, that they're trained for, they're educated, they're experienced in, that's what they got hired for. Only 30 to 50% of their job is actually what they got to do based on their expertise and experience. The other 50 to 70% of what they get to do all fits into that other bucket called other duties. The stuff that they're not skilled at, they're not trained at, they're not experienced at, they're not talented at. It's not their reason for being with the company. But the company still has them doing that work as the bulk of the work that they do. So I got all of them, and they're all quite happy to do this. I got all of them to try this little strategy, just to see what the results are. And the results were truly stunning. The test was this: whenever they got an assignment that fit into that other duties section, that takes time, it's a challenge, it's that kind of a thing, I wanted them to take that lump of work and do 2 things. Write down how long it took to do the work, and list off any impediments that they had in getting the work done. Then, when they got the next version of that same kind of work, roughly the same size, I wanted them to take that task to one of their colleagues who's skilled, gifted, talented, experienced, educated at that, and trade with them one of their challenges that actually the original person was better at instead. I didn't want them to just offload it. I wanted them to do a fair trade. And they all took to this. This was something they all loved doing, apparently. So they did it. And the numbers that came back were stunning. In no case of the 100 people, or more, actually it's more than 100, of that more than 100 people, in no case did anyone have a lower productivity gain when the right person with the right skills were doing the job. No one did less than 800% productivity improvement by having the right person work with the right task. 800%, 800% was the minimum. The highest was 3,250%. 3,250%, 32.5 times as much work got done by the people who knew how to do it, or they did it in that much less time than the people who were stuck doing it who didn't know how. And the average, the median average, was over 2,500%. 2,500%, 25 times improvement in productivity. Now I want you to percolate on that for a second. Imagine if you could learn one skill that shrunk your overtime by 10 hours a week. 10 hours a week where you could spend more time with your family. Or 10 hours a week where you could get more work done that would actually advance your projects, that would actually get your business moving along, that would get your education or your other family activities moved along. That's one hell of a difference. And that's what Advantage Business Club is going to be able to do for people all over the world at rates that really are shockingly low. When I teach those courses for the contract training companies, we're talking about $1,500 a day per head. Companies and individuals have a challenge sometimes making that financially make sense, because not only is it $1,500, but it's the employee's time away as well. And if it's a couple of days or 3-day course, now that's getting to be difficult. Yes, he can intellectually see that there might be value, but it's a harder decision. We have retail rates, we have member rates. Retail rates start at $297 a day compared to the $1,500 a day. And the $297 course, I guarantee you, is an even better, more up-to-date, higher quality course. We're developing our own curriculum. All of it's original in its context. It's all designed specifically to fire hose your brain with great content, of which, even if you just take a few things from it, the value you'll get out of it is so phenomenal that they're all guaranteed. Every course we teach at Advantage Business Club, if it's an Advantage Business Club trainer that's teaching you a course, they're all guaranteed. If you have any issue with the course whatsoever, let us know. We're happy to refund the money. It's that simple. No bones, no issues, no nothing. That should be a good starting point. The fact that it's 20% of the going rate for training and for that kind of course, that's another absolute winner. Member prices, of course, are even lower. So you can get a full day training of professional business skills that can change your life, change your business for as little as $197 live. And if you want to take recorded courses, those are possible too. They're even cheaper. That's just the starting point of Advantage Business Club. When we add in all the offers of our strategic partners, all the advantages of the professional networking groups that are on the social side, when we add in the masterminds and the free webinars of globally top world speakers, experts at what they do, they will be giving our members, exclusive to our members, free 1-hour webinars, content-only webinars for 1 hour, no selling from stage. At the end of it, sure, there's a 1 to 2 minute sales pitch for anything they want. That's perfectly fine. But that 1 hour, you're getting solid content. No wishy-washy crap by my speaking minute. No, none of that nonsense. Straight content. You can't lose. If we've got 10 of those webinars coming up every week, whether you get the live or the replay, doesn't matter. You can see those videos as often as you want, as many of them as you want, as long as you're a member. For free. So what are the rates? What's this going to cost me? Because, I mean, if you get one of the top speakers, a lot of their webinar programs, you're talking about $500 a month, right? Not Advantage Business Club. Advantage Business Club has a one-time sign-up fee of $97. After that, it's $30 a month. If you want more, then yeah, there are all sorts of ways of spending more money. I'm not going to say no. But to be a regular member, $30 a month. Here are some of the things that are coming down the pipeline in literally weeks from now. A members-only crowdfunding platform with, other than transaction fees, no other costs. Zip. Members funding members projects. No extra cost other than that, if it's PayPal or whatever the transaction processing fee is, that's the only thing coming off the top. Another thing that's coming up right just after that, our own project exchange site. It's still a component of the same membership, same social network, same everything. But your business can offer to do work for other companies. They can offer opportunities for you. Maybe it's a case where you're looking for extra income on your professional expertise. You offer to do work for any company that's got a project out there. We're handling all that for you. We have HR opportunities coming up. We have live events, global live events, personal experiences that you cannot get anywhere else. Members only, cannot get anywhere else. We'll have members only concerts. Members only, kind of like that old-fashioned traditional bee, where a whole bunch of people show up, completely redo a business for somebody. One of our members will go in, change the decor, change retrain the staff, put together new point of sale, put in new merchant account, put in new everything, completely redo their business in just a straight weekend. Why? Not because we're getting paid for it, but because it's the right thing to do. It's a struggling business owner who deserves help, needs help, and as fellow club members, we can help. We have the technology, the skills, the funding model, we can go ahead and do that. We're putting those kinds of club culture events into this as well. So I want you to take a serious consideration of what your life, your professional life, your business life, and your personal life would be like. Being part of an organization, a business social club that has those opportunities, those advantages, and brings them to you, along with the advantages of lots of our strategic partners, tools and other things that just make your life easier, make your business better. I want you to think about that because June 2nd, that goes live to the world. June 2nd, you get to be part of that world. And I can't wait to see you as a member of Advantage Business Club.